Welcome to this overview and review of this weekly options trading system called DELTASTRYK. We've made this system a while ago, but understand that when we make systems, we make them to last for the long term. Now, why would we do that? Because we want to use them ourselves. So we don't want to make a system that just is some gimmick-based system that seems to coordinate well with the hot market. Okay, been there, done that in the youth. Okay, so we don't need to do the same things over and over. We can just simply learn and realize, hey, wait a minute, if we chase gimmicks, when the gimmick is done, then that's over, and then trading doesn't go so well. For example, 1999. Now that was fun. You could smell when a big move was about to happen. Okay, you could just feel it in the air. The retail traders took over the market, and emotional trading was winning. It was just ridiculous, and it was all in a very strong bull market. And so, but what happened when the bull market transitioned into it entered into a transition phase and then entered into a down market? Well, those who got used to playing emotionally got their clocks clean, right? So the thing is, what we realize is that, hey, you know what? We're trying to teach people how to trade better. Let's present them something that they can use for life. Okay, so if you take a solid system based on these, what we call trading for a good living principles, which means that we design the system in order to be repeatable far into the future. Why is that? Because we design it based on historical price action tendencies, and we design the system based on price action law. Okay, what's price action law? Well, it's the underlying fabric and matrix of how price action works. There's a system behind price action. Now, of course, you can say, yes, but what about news and this and that? Yep. Well, you have news reactions and emotional bursts here and there, but those emotional bursts still usually conform to the matrix of price action. And then even after the burst, well, it's not over. You have continual action and reaction within the fabric of this matrix of price action, which is just absolutely fascinating. It's just fascinating to get to know all these systems we developed over the years, because we've cracked some really good codes. Now, the secret is for you to take a system such as this or one of our others and just to start simple. Okay, learn, start simple, be in a relaxed way. Don't be too anxious to make money. And then you just simply start applying, get used to the system, see the different variables. You may take what we have developed and observe some optimization tweaks yourself. And you may be able to overlay some optimization tweaks. Whatever you do, don't optimize on the fly in real time. Just write down the ideas and then go test it historically and then start rolling it out, just like you would in any sort of business. If you're going to roll out a new product to market, right? They're going to test things out. They're going to try to check the variables before they invest into buying a lot of marketing for that product to go launch it. Now, here the same thing or a similar thing applies to a new a trading system or an optimization. Okay, so this is a system. Some people just take this system and put themselves, I can't promise you future returns, you know how that goes, but put themselves in a very high probability position for dramatic future success. All right, and we have students who have done that in the past of ours. So we asked them, hey, how come you succeeded versus other students? They said, what are you talking about? We just did, usually the answer was, we just did your system. And we thought, wow, someone actually just did this system? That's just crazy. Yeah, right? But hey, you know what? Different personalities like to trade in different ways. And we learned that over time. And that's okay. You have to find something that's going to groove with you. So your trading becomes enjoyable. I mean, You can have the best system there is, and if it's miserable for you to trade it, then that's not going to work out long term. Your subconscious is going to start to mess with you and try to get you to stop trading and get you to mess up or whatever. All right, or get you distracted by something else. On the other hand, you can acquire a system and then learn to enjoy trading it. So we can do this mental game approach too, and that can work too. I mean, hey, throughout life growing up, we had to learn how to start enjoying all sorts of things that we didn't like at first. I mean, we can even look at vegetables, okay? I mean, you can look at food. You can look at things you had to do in school. Did you enjoy school? No, but if you wanted to be successful, you had to figure out how to enjoy doing that schoolwork, that homework, in order to be successful, at least to some degree. Because if you absolutely loathed it, then you just simply couldn't do it, and you fail, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so DELTASTRYK, this is a cool system. All right, it's a very powerful one. We're going micro. What's micro mean? It means 60-minute bars, usually maybe 2-hour bars, but this is tuned into the 60-minute bars. And so we're showing you a powerful technique. Okay, very powerful, very dependable. It is pulled right out of the fabric of price action. Okay, so that means it's very good. It's very, like I used the word dependable before, and it's very consistent. This type of combination of rules, this is what this is. This is what a system is. It's a combination of rules that you just get good at doing. Okay? If you learn a musical instrument, you have to learn a combination of rules that coordinate with music, reading music off of a page. You need to learn the rules to where you put your fingers. Let's say you're playing the violin, and you need to learn how to use the bow properly, and so on and so on. You need to learn the basic rules, and then you can go into your personality and the type of sound you want to produce and all that. Well, with a system, same thing applies, but in trading, you don't really need to express your personality that much. If you're a strategy trader and you really want to become a virtuoso, guess what? Now we have these mastery memberships, okay? And they have these coaching memberships that are focused and tuned in to teaching you how to become this super strategy trader, that's just what we call it. That means you're going to become a virtuoso at a bunch of strategies. Now, strategy is not the same as a system. It's just it does have rules, but it's just looking to take advantage of an optimized event as you will, as you appreciate, or as looks good to you. Now, as we use these strategies and then optimize them and overlay them, then all of a sudden they all come together. And we're able to act in real time to the most optimal events, and also not react and stop getting suckered into these traps that are mediocre opportunities, right? So that's just fascinating. It's a new approach we're taking, and why? Because we like that approach, but also we've seen other traders out there use it, and they're a new class. Okay, they're just a new class, and so looking to basically teach you how to become Paganini of the violin, speaking of the violin, Eddie Van Halen of the guitar, okay, Michael Jordan of basketball, etc. All right, so you can see here on the sales letter here, micro swing trading for 1 to 5 day trades. Now, what are these trades? Well, let's get a screenshot going here. So here's a blue arrow, and so we want to be able to pinpoint, bam, okay, this, that, okay, and all right, so I drew some more arrows, put it on pause there. So we want to be able to enter with precision with high probability of winning. That means a high winning percentage. And we want to do so with some short-term weekly options. Now you can use whatever options you want. You can even use credit spreads and pop those out of the money. Okay. Now, binaries are into the money. Credit spreads you want out of the money because you just want them to expire worthless to collect, because you already collected the premium. You can use you can use naked options if you want. I would just look to buy options and look to find the sweet spot between premium decay and your delta. So your delta is what? Your rate of change in the option to or in proportion to the rate of change in your stock. So we want to get paid when our stock moves. We don't want the stock to move and have our option do nothing. Now that also is going to require you to find good stocks with good options prices. Some options makers have crappy prices, okay? And the options have to coordinate with options have to give you a good payout as per move on your underlying stock. Now, some of these high flyer stocks can just move so many points that their super puffy options, are worth it because they can pull in a lot of cash. And this would also apply to Russell 2000. But anyways, this is a type of system that you can use it's just like a continuous cash flow money stream. And you can use short-term options. You can go slightly in the money to immediately hit the high deltas and just rack it up. So let's just get you a picture because I'm running out of time. I already made this video too long. Just started talking about things there. So you look, here's QQQ, and then here's Apple, okay? For example, you have a 95% winning, 75% winning there. And, you can just look through the different stocks. And maybe we should give this page an update, add some more stocks here, but to give you a picture. But you can just find your sweet spot stocks, and it doesn't have to be a high flyer. It can be a high flyer. It doesn't have to be QQQ. It's kind of it has its edge. You have a certain edge with each. Not with each stock, but certain stocks have their character that you can exploit for profiting, right? And their tendencies. Now, so where's the money in QQ? What if we played something more boring like General Motors or something? What if we, Caterpillar? What if we started looking at some of these other stocks out there that can move okay and they have a moderate flow to them, but their options are pretty good. They have pretty good deltas. Hey, and if we can go on the micro level, let me tell you something too. On the micro level, I call micro, okay, micro. I've been calling this micro swings. I saw someone come out with some book talking about micro swing trading on intraday. Where do you get that from? Does that even make sense? So micro swing trading. Swing trading is what? Linked to day bar trading. Okay? Intraday trading is intraday trading. Okay? Now, micro swings are a smaller form of swing to the day bar trading. So we are trading day bars, and then we go to the 60-minute bars or 120-minute bars. Then what are we trading? Well, we're trading a subset, a micro level of that, those day bars. So, anyways, you can get inside the day bar swings, and here's where the money is on micro. There's a ton of money to be made in micro swing trading. You can get inside the day bar swings. That means you can get into a swing. You know when that swing is about to happen with better rules than you can see on the day bars. So you can get into a swing earlier and you can leave it later for more profit. Usually, we'll teach you the profit-taking mechanism, the stop-loss mechanism. We'll teach you all the rules so you know how to trade exactly. Okay? So go to optionstradingauthority.com and you just look up DELTASTRYK. Okay? And hopefully you should be able to easily find it off our products page. But remember, this is spelled funny. Delta, S-T-R-Y-K. Okay? Remember that because I actually just typed it in looking for it and I spelled it wrong myself. Okay, that's it. I'm out of time. Thank you very much. Click the add to cart button to get started. Thanks.